मैं वापस आऊंगा is not about Keanu and Jia's 78-year-long love story. It is not even about United Punjab's partition into India and Pakistan. The way I saw it, the film is about Nirvair coming of age and finding his calling in life. And more than that, it is about people like Indrajit Grewal, the photographer, who is left behind in the pursuit to capture moments from the greatest human catastrophe of our times. It's about the role of art in a broken world. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Prateek. I make music, I make videos, and sometimes I try to make sense of this world. And in this video, we're talking about Imtiaz Ali's new film Main Wapas Aunga and why I think we need to talk more about this character from the film. Played by Boota Singh Dhariwal, the character of Indrajit Grewal, the founder of Blitzkrieg Studios, a World War II veteran who, along with his German-made Iconta 520x2 camera, captures the state of Punjab before and after the partition. We'll go deeper into the plot and his role in the journey of Nirvair and his goal of fulfilling his grandfather Ishar Singh Grewal's final wish before letting him pass away in peace. Before we go into the video, I have divided the video into chapters for easier viewing, but still do watch the video till the end and share it with whoever you think would like it. Subscribe करने से इतना वैसे फर्क नहीं पड़ता, but कर देना फिर भी अगर मानो तो. The film is a love story set against the backdrop of India's partition, where two young teenagers, Keanu and Jia, are witnessing their love blossom. This premise of the film has all the hallmarks of a cutesy love story. Jia, played by Sharvari, is written and captured on screen like a poem. Even the way she's shot has a dreamlike quality. Soft focus mein hai, crazy bokeh going on, and it is helped by the fact that she's a gorgeously beautiful woman. But she's not real. It's as if हम old ईशर सिंह की यादों में झांक के उसे देख रहे हैं. In a normal world, it would be a classic, mushy, Durjoy Datta style, love story. Hero heroine का मिलना, hints drop करना, धीरे धीरे प्यार उमड़ना, all of that. But यहाँ पे इन दोनों के पास उन सब का टाइम ही नहीं है. They have to speed run through the different stages of their love because the partition is underway. जो आज़ादी हमें जून 1948 में मिलने वाली थी, उसको 10 महीने प्रीपोन करके अगस्त 1947 में ही लागू करवा दिया. In 4 to 5 weeks, every Hindu, Muslim and Sikh along the bordering areas of Amritsar and Lahore had to make a decision to either stay in a land they call home or relocate and cross an arbitrarily drawn border for their family's survival. जो एक love story में कस्में वादे होते हैं, all of them are held against the very real dangers of geopolitics and communal violence. The title of the film, मैं वापस आऊंगा, is talking about one such promise, जो कीनू ने जिया से किया था, but also जो जसमेर ग्रेवाल ने अपने घर की औरतों से किया था, जो निर्वैर ने शायद अपनी गर्लफ्रेंड से किया था लंदन छोड़ने से पहले. एक कहानी में प्रोटैगनिस्ट बहुत जरूरी होता है. It is the anchor around which the story is placed. अगर इम्तियाज अली चाहता तो एक बेसिक लव स्टोरी बना सकता था that was set in the backdrop of the partition. Something like Gadar, with Vedang Raina and Sharvari being the center of the story. But the inclusion of the Diljit character tells us that we need to look at this world through his eyes. And going even deeper, I think Indrajit Grewal through Nirvair is the real protagonist of the film. Even though इतना screen time नहीं है इसका, बट ये मेरा सबसे फेवरेट कैरेक्टर है फिल्म में. इस कैरेक्टर में मुझे इम्तियाज अली सबसे क्लियरली दिखा, जो अपने आसपास की दुनिया को ऑब्जर्व कर रहा है, जिसके लिए डॉक्यूमेंटिंग और स्टोरी टेलिंग सर्वाइवल से भी जरूरी है. वो शायद प्यार की बात करना चाहता है, डिजायर की बात करना चाहता है, बट दुनिया में इतना कुछ चल रहा है, इतनी अट्रोसिटीज चल रही हैं दैट टू इवन टॉक अबाउट लव यू हैव टू डू इट अगेंस्ट अ बर्निंग वर्ल्ड. Like the quote by Palestinian poet Marwan Makhloul says, "In order for me to write poetry that isn't political, I must listen to the birds, and in order to hear the birds, the warplanes must be silent." So let us do just that. Let us look at the world of Main Wapas Aunga through the eyes of Nirvair, the photographer Indrajit Grewal, and the director of this love ballad Imtiaz Ali. Because I think the three of them are the same. Now there's no denying that the primary genre of Imtiaz Ali films is romance. He might talk about heavier ideas like freedom of speech or mental health or socialism, but he tells it through love stories. But at the risk of getting galis from Imtiaz Ali fans, I do not like his love stories. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love his films, but for some reason, the love in these films does not work for me. Like in Rockstar or Tamasha, It was the mental health or the artistry aspect that made me connect with the love story and not the other way around. My primary pull is never the love in these films. Maybe that's why a film like Love Aajkal 2 didn't speak to me as much. And just like that, यहाँ पे भी लव स्टोरी की टोन मुझे थोड़ी ऑफ लगी. बट उसके अराउंड जो हो रहा था इस दुनिया में, दैट मेड द लव स्टोरी मोर बिलीवेबल. आई गॉट व्हाट द मेकर्स वर ट्राइंग टू गो फॉर, writing a 1947 love story for 2026, but the execution felt a bit forced. One thing I loved though was how they wrote the character of Jia. She was unabashedly written through the POV of Ishar, because that's how we get to access her, right? Her personality has the dreamlike quality of a 78-year-old memory. It's almost like her love for Ishar only exists in his head. That jalsa scene जहाँ पे ईशर के आने से पहले she's hesitant and she's not able to give the speech properly, but as soon as he comes, the speech gets a life as well. Ishar is the good luck charm that she was looking for. Very fantastical, very incel-ish, I would say, but so damn cute. Just like the fantasy of a naive teenager, Jia is taking her time letting him enter into her world. Full on भाव खा रही है वो until the inevitable reality of the partition hits them. And that kind of love is contrasted with Nirvair's relationship. जहां पे मेन मुद्दा ये है कि हमारा रिलेशनशिप स्टेटस क्या है. 1947 में साला सिटीजनशिप स्टेटस पता नहीं है लोगों को, बट यहाँ पे बॉयफ्रेंड और गर्लफ्रेंड के टैग पे लड़ाई हो रही है. बट मे बी लव इज दैट वन थिंग दैट वी लॉस्ट बाय मेकिंग एवरीथिंग ऑप्टिमाइज्ड फॉर कंफर्ट एंड एफिशिएंसी. मे बी दैट काइंड ऑफ लव नीड्स अ लेवल ऑफ लॉन्गिंग, सम डिस्टेंस एंड अ होल लॉट ऑफ दिल घबराना जब खेतों में हवा चले. बट व्हेन योर लव इज ओनली वन वीडियो कॉल अवे फ्रॉम यू, वो दिल घबराने ही नहीं दिया हमने. The film doesn't try to pit this kind of love against the other though. I would say even Nirvair and her girlfriend had love between them. You could feel it. But उस love पे शायद कभी एक epic love story नहीं बनेगी. Maybe that's why the film is resonating with so many people, because it reminds us of the dying art of making epic love stories. The characters of young Ishar and Jia, just like Nirvair, are looking for purpose in their respective lives. Ishar cricket खेलता है, Jia कुछ public speaking type कर रही है. They are not hollow personalities. They are not passive teenagers scrolling away their most energetic years of life. I'm sure they are both somehow related to the progressive writers movement. They are activists in their own right. Something like this is not just a coincidence in the backdrop. It is a clear nod to Imtiaz Ali's socialist and progressive roots, to his time in Act 1 and Jannat Manch. And in the present timeline, Diljit too is looking for purpose in a highly materialistic and capitalistic world. Just like I spoke about in the Rockstar and Socialism video, this film also depicts the relationship between material fulfillment and a higher purpose in life. जो young Ishar होता है, he was a normal, fairly wealthy teenage kid. But after the partition, his primary fight is one of survival. तो वो अपनी लव स्टोरी और फुलफिलमेंट की लड़ाई छोड़ के एक एफिशिएंट फैक्ट्री वर्कर बन जाता है. बट 2 generations डाउन द लाइन, व्हेन द बैटल ऑफ सर्वाइवल इज वन, द ओनली बैटल लेफ्ट इन हिज लाइफ इज वन ऑफ फुलफिलमेंट. एंड द सेम इज द केस विद दिलजीत. लंदन में बैठ के वो बंदा अपनी रियल कॉलिंग ढूंढ रहा है. द परपेचुअल क्वेश्चन ऑफ मैं कर क्या रहा हूं. यूजुअली हमें इंडियन लव स्टोरीज में नेचर ऑफ वर्क पे और एम्प्लॉयमेंट पे इतनी कॉमेंट्री नहीं मिलती. The whole part where Nirvair tries to find a solution to stubble burning is a clear indication कि इम्तियाज अली को actually love story में इतना interest नहीं है. वो तो बस एक medium है. फिल्म की main conflict को derail करके they had this whole section, which when I saw for the first time, it felt a little out of place. But I think for the makers, it was important to touch upon the lack of purpose in modern life, especially when you're comparing it with the time of the freedom struggle, जहाँ पे purpose और वजूद की ही लड़ाई सबसे ज्यादा थी. Every time I watch a film that stays with me, मैं सोचता हूँ कि ये कैरेक्टर्स फिल्म के रन टाइम के बाद क्या करेंगे. And I think Nirvair, taking the footsteps of Indrajit Grewal and Imtiaz Ali, would try to use his art for shedding light over these issues of the world. The stubble burning prototype aside, वो startup करेगा, but शायद partition की कोई कहानी सुनाएगा, या शायद रियल लाइफ दिलजीत दोसांझ की तरह अपने स्टारडम को पंजाब 95, उड़ता पंजाब और अमर सिंह चमकीला जैसी फिल्मों में यूज करेगा. Because the quest for purpose never ends. चाहे तुम निर्वैर ग्रेवाल हो या दिलजीत दोसांझ. By the way, there is Punjab 95/Satluj playing in the background, and before ये मेरे स्क्रीन से भी बैन हो जाए, देख लो यार ये मूवी. My favorite Imtiaz Ali film is Tamasha, because at its core, it talks about stories. वही कहानी फिर एक बार. And even here, they are talking about the importance of stories and art in general in this world. Older Ishar Singh for 78 years had stayed connected with Jia through vague memories and stories. So much so that even in his last moments, everything else has left him. His brain has left him, but these stories haven't. निर्वैर लंदन से इंडिया अपने दादाजी के लिए आता है, but when he found out Ishar Singh's story, he decided that finding a conclusion to this one story is more important than his real life, his quest for getting settled, and the relationship with his girlfriend. He goes on this stand-up comedy tour telling the story of India's partition and the absurdity of it. Indrajit Grewal stayed back in Sargodha. He missed his train to survival only to capture the story of these various people lying dead. We can talk about these stories only because people like Indrajit Grewal captured them. Even today, in a choice between stories and survival, some people are choosing to keep telling stories. In the promotional material of the film, I saw this video where a woman who is clearly affected by the film's ending is complaining to the director कि वो दोनों end में मिलते क्यों नहीं है. And look at Imtiaz Ali's response.
अभी क्या होता है ना कि अगर मिल जाते ना तो वो सामूहिक तरीके से जो तड़प आपके दादू और उनके जनरेशन ने देखी है वो भुला देते हैं हम लोग. कभी कभी उस खलिश को रख लेना चाहिए ताकि याद रहे कि उन लोगों ने कितनी कुर्बानियां दी हैं.
The love that the film is getting is giving me so much hope that people are still invested in stories and the power of storytelling. Just look at the lead actor of the film, Diljit. While trying to maintain an apolitical stance in public life, he's backing the kind of stories that definitely deserve to be told. Again, I often get reminded of this one line from Dead Poets Society.
We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race. And the human race is filled with passion. Medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for.
दुनिया में पैसा कमाना, इनोवेशन करना बहुत जरूरी है, but music, painting, cinema, art, that is what it truly means to be human. ईशर सिंह ने पार्टीशन के बाद मटीरियल सुख वापस ले लिए, but till his last breath, it was that one poem that didn't let him die in peace. पार्टीशन के बाद ईशर सिंह जो एकदम पत्थर बन गया था, even he continued to write because
what as we here for?
One of my favorite scenes in the film was when Keenu throws a fit and sits on the ground and says, "मैं नहीं जाऊंगा." The way it showed the frustration of a clueless young teenager who doesn't want to leave home, it's amazing. गुस्सा भी है, naivety भी है, but एक बहुत serious political statement भी है. मैं नहीं जाऊंगा, ये मेरा घर है. The Kashmiri Pandit in Vedang Raina spoke to me in that scene. How he must have come of age in the midst of his father or grandfather's forced displacement. अब मैंने तो एक्सोडस फर्स्ट हैंड एक्सपीरियंस नहीं करा, बट मेरे फादर ने किया, मेरे दादाजी ने किया. एंड माई लाइफ टुडे इज हेविली इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय दोज इवेंट्स, डायरेक्टली एंड इनडायरेक्टली. I don't know about Vedang Raina's journey as a Kashmiri migrant. He hasn't spoken about it much in interviews or anything. But these are some scenes and his eyes in these scenes that tell me कि यार कुछ तो है यहाँ पे. And this is where I relate to Nirvair. अगर पार्टीशन नहीं हुआ होता तो शायद रजत कपूर का इतना बड़ा बिजनेस एम्पायर नहीं होता, निर्वैर लंदन में सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर नहीं होता. एंड इन द सेम वे अगर 90s में कश्मीरी पंडित्स को फोर्सफुली अपने घर से हटाया नहीं जाता तो शायद मेरी लाइफ ऐसी नहीं होती. एक्चुअली फॉर श्योर मेरी लाइफ ऐसी नहीं होती. द रीजन आई गॉट द प्रिविलेज आई डिड growing up in a metro city, having access to education, the internet, different cultures, different languages, मैं आज पर्पस और मेंटल हेल्थ की लड़ाई लड़ रहा हूँ. आई एम टेकिंग माई स्वीट टाइम टू बिकम एन एडल्ट एट द एज ऑफ 28, क्योंकि उस टाइम पे मेरे फादर की जनरेशन को 1 साल के अंदर एडल्टिंग करनी पड़ी थी. दिलजीत कैरेक्टर कैन फाइट फॉर हिज ग्रैंडफादर बिकॉज कीनू एंड रजत कपूर गॉट डाउन एंड हसल्ड इन देयर टाइम. तो जितनी ये फिल्म निर्वैर और ईशर सिंह की कहानी है, उतनी ही ये रजत कपूर की भी है. आई कैन इमेजिन अ होल फिल्म ऑफ समवन stuck between the past and the present, the first generation of post-partition children, their politics, their mental health. They are not there in mortal danger, but they are still not fully sheltered from it. Maybe I fall into that category. My sister falls into that category. I call Delhi my home, but my father doesn't. Most probably, my children will not call India their home. तो फिर ये होम होता क्या है? The story of displaced people is the same across the world. चाहे वो इंडिया पाकिस्तान पार्टीशन हो, कश्मीर एक्सोडस, पैलेस्टाइन, or even migration due to career or for a better life. Just like what Imtiaz Ali and Diljit might have had to do to make it as entertainers in Bombay or California for Diljit. And the final quote of the film really speaks to me for that. If I had to choose between death and leaving my home, I would gladly choose death, but sadly, I don't have that choice. A statement underscored in the very first scene, where Ishar Singh is watching the news of an earthquake in Myanmar, where so many people have died, and his first reaction is कि यार इतने मरे हैं तो बेघर कितने हुए होंगे. Between death and losing my home, he'd prefer death. And that is why the final song, Kamal Hai, it really works for me, even though the visual treatment is a little heavy-handed and borderline cringe. अभी आपने 2 घंटे की स्टोरी देखी है एक जनरेशन की फोर्स्ड माइग्रेशन की, but the emotions you felt are the same in Palestine, in Kashmir, or in any refugee crisis in the world. A love letter to migrants in the truest sense. And dude, this is why I'm an absolute fan of Imtiaz Ali. ये सब एक लव स्टोरी में हो रहा है. Now, obviously, there were many things in the film that could have been dealt with much better, but you know what? It doesn't matter. मैं जब फिल्म बनाऊंगा तो मैं वो सब चीजें बेटर कर लूंगा. But for now, this is Imtiaz Ali's world. This is Indrajit Grewal's world, and I want to savor it. And I can do it all day long. And I hope we keep making and watching films like these. And I hope we keep telling these stories. Because इस दुनिया में स्टोरीज ही तो हैं जो हमें इंसान बनाती हैं. बाकी AI और जेनोसाइड वगैरह तो चल ही रहा है, वो कहाँ रुकने वाला है. And yes, these were my thoughts on मैं वापस आऊंगा. I've seen the film twice, and just like any good film and any good Imtiaz Ali film, the film and its world refuses to leave me. But unlike films like Tamasha, the man is getting his due in real time. I'm so glad that a film like this has worked in the theaters, and every subsequent weekend is more booked than the last. I tried getting some tickets for me on a Saturday, and the only seats I got were the rejected, terrible viewing angle wali seats in the second row. And as frustrating as it may be, I am so happy. मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगता है जब अच्छी फिल्मों के लिए भीड़ लगती है. तो भाई थिएटर्स में भीड़ लगाओ ताकि लोग ऐसी फिल्में और बनाएं और बिना डरे बनाएं, और लोग ऐसी फिल्में बिना डरे बनाएं. और इम्तियाज अली भी आगे अपनी फिल्मों में अपनी पॉलिटिक्स को मुखर होकर रखे. I know that he's a very sharp and a very smart filmmaker, and his films are much more than just mushy love stories. And it is high time people in the mainstream recognize that. But तुम लोग बताओ यार, तुम्हें मैं वापस आऊंगा कैसी लगी? The comments are open below. Let's have a fun discussion. This was Prateek Lidhu. I'll see you in the next one. मैं वापस आऊंगा.
रहना चाहता हूँ मैं भी माइक पे ऑन करना चाहता हूँ world change for my time is gone. I don't really know if I'm made for this shit. Life is a box of colors and I am the white crayon.